In the dynamic landscape of hip-hop and cultural influence, few figures spark as much debate as Sean "Diddy" Combs.
To Diddy, who continues to face renewed criticism after settling the Cassie lawsuit, there are now 2 more accusers who have come forward and filed lawsuits.
A titan in the music industry, Diddy's journey from the streets of Harlem to the pinnacle of fame is a tale of ambition, controversy, and a complex legacy.
They don't have souls, about how you get power from melanin in your skin, and because white people don't have that. They're animals. And now you've got an even more mainstream guy, P. Diddy, coming out and defending that.
Recently, Charleston White, a vocal critic and commentator, has brought a new lens to this narrative, scrutinizing Diddy's impact on black culture and the music industry.
Well, here's the thing. When you're addressing evil, you can't worry about the delivery. When you're looking at the conditions of our community, you can't worry about the evil when you got kids and say we smoking on Tuka.
Diddy's story is not just one of success. It's a mosaic of decisions and actions that have reverberated through the community he emerged from. Charleston White, known for his unfiltered and often polarizing views, has raised critical questions about the narratives Diddy has pushed throughout his career.
But when you get that kind of money, you go be sick.
From glorifying a lifestyle of excess and opulence to allegedly exploiting artists under his label, Diddy's influence extends beyond music, shaping perceptions and realities within the black community.
Love Daddy Diddy in the music.
He been black people ever since he got into literally. Literally.
Needless to say, Diddy doesn't appreciate that. This video delves into the layers of Diddy's career, juxtaposed against Charleston White's critiques. It's a journey through the highs and lows of a mogul who redefined an industry, examining how his actions and the culture he promoted have impacted the lives of many. Through Charleston White's eyes, we see a different side of the glitz and glamour associated with Diddy. It's a perspective that challenges the conventional narrative, prompting us to question the cost of fame and the responsibility of influential figures in shaping culture. As we embark on this exploration, we uncover not just the story of a man, but the reflection of an industry and its impact on society. Sean "Diddy" Combs' journey to fame began in the vibrant streets of Harlem, New York. Born on November 4, 1969, Diddy's early life was marked by tragedy and resilience. His father, Melvin, was killed in a deal gone wrong when Diddy was just a toddler, a pivotal event that shaped his future. Raised by his mother, Janice, Diddy's path was anything but ordinary. His foray into the world of music started at Howard University, where he became known for his legendary parties, a testament to his innate knack for entertainment and networking. Diddy's ambition soon led him to drop out of college and pursue a career in the music industry, landing an internship at Uptown Records in 1990. It was here that Diddy honed his skills as an A&R executive, working with artists like Mary J. Blige and Jodeci. However, his time at Uptown was short-lived. In 1993, he was fired by the label's founder, Andre Harrell, a move that would ironically propel him to greater heights. Undeterred, Diddy founded Bad Boy Entertainment in 1993, marking the beginning of an era that would change the landscape of hip-hop and R&B. The label's roster boasted immense talent, including the Notorious B.I.G, Faith Evans, and Mase. Diddy's flair for marketing and his keen ear for hits quickly made Bad Boy a powerhouse in the music industry. His ability to blend street-edged rap with polished pop sensibilities was revolutionary, setting new standards in the industry. Diddy's rise to fame was meteoric, but it was not without its challenges. His journey was a complex tapestry of ambition, talent, and relentless drive. From the streets of Harlem to the boardrooms of the music industry, Diddy's story is a testament to the power of resilience and vision. His impact on the music scene was undeniable, but as Charleston White would later critique, the narrative Diddy pushed through his music and persona would become a point of contention and debate. As Bad Boy Entertainment's influence grew, so did Diddy's reputation as a visionary in the music industry. The label's success was not just a product of its talented roster, but also Diddy's unique approach to branding and style. He transformed artists into icons, blending music with fashion and lifestyle, and in doing so, redefined what it meant to be a star in the hip-hop world. The mid to late 1990s saw Bad Boy at the zenith of its power. The label was churning out hit after hit, dominating the charts with a blend of gritty street rap and smooth R&B. Artists like the Notorious B.I.G, Mase, and Faith Evans became household names, synonymous with the luxurious, aspirational lifestyle that Diddy promoted. This era was marked by a flashy, opulent aesthetic that Diddy embodied and propagated, a stark contrast to the humble beginnings from which he had emerged. However, this period was also marred by controversy and tragedy. The East Coast-West Coast rivalry, a feud that defined a generation in hip-hop, saw Bad Boy and Death Row Records at opposing ends. The Notorious B.I.G.'s murder in 1997 was a devastating blow to Diddy and the label, marking a turning point in his career and the narrative he had been building. This event not only shook the foundation of Bad Boy, but also the entire hip-hop community, bringing a stark reality to the forefront of the glamorous image Diddy had cultivated. Diddy's response to these challenges was to diversify his portfolio, venturing into fashion with the launch of Sean John in 1998, and later into reality TV and other business ventures. His ability to pivot and adapt to changing circumstances showcased his business acumen. Yet, as Charleston White would later point out, the narrative of excess and opulence that Diddy championed had far-reaching implications, influencing perceptions and behaviors within the black community. The East Coast-West Coast feud of the 1990s, with Bad Boy Entertainment and Death Row Records at its epicenter, was more than just a rivalry. It was a cultural phenomenon that had profound implications on the hip-hop industry and its artists. This period was characterized by intense competition, lyrical battles, and unfortunately, real-life violence. The feud not only heightened the visibility of hip-hop on a national scale, but also underscored the dangerous realities that sometimes accompanied the genre. Diddy and Bad Boy Entertainment, representing the East Coast, found themselves in a heated and often hostile exchange with Death Row Records, led by Suge Knight and representing the West Coast. The Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur, once friends, became symbols of this rivalry, with their music and public personas fueling the fire. The media frenzy around the feud contributed to a sensationalized portrayal of the conflict, often overshadowing the music itself. The tragic murders of Tupac Shakur in 1996 and the Notorious B.I.G. in 1997 marked a somber end to the feud. These events not only left a void in the hip-hop community, but also prompted introspection about the direction in which the genre was heading. Diddy, in particular, faced a personal and professional reckoning in the aftermath of Biggie's death. It was a moment that challenged him to reflect on his role and the narratives he had been promoting through his music and lifestyle. Charleston White's critique of Diddy touches on this era, highlighting the consequences of glorifying a lifestyle intertwined with violence and rivalry. White suggests that the narratives pushed by figures like Diddy during this time had lasting impacts, influencing attitudes and behaviors within the black community. The legacy of this feud, therefore, is twofold. It elevated hip-hop to new heights in popular culture, but also left a complex legacy of violence and sensationalism that would be scrutinized in years to come. Diddy's entrepreneurial spirit extended far beyond the realm of music. His ventures into fashion, television, and spirits showcased his versatility and business acumen. In 1998, he launched Sean John, a clothing line that quickly became a staple in urban fashion. The brand's success was a testament to Diddy's ability to tap into the cultural zeitgeist, blending hip-hop's edge with mainstream appeal. His foray into fashion was not just about clothing. It was about creating a lifestyle brand that resonated with a generation. In the realm of television, Diddy further expanded his influence. He produced and starred in Making the Band, a reality TV series that gave viewers a behind-the-scenes look at the making of a music group. This venture into television was another avenue for Diddy to showcase his knack for entertainment and his ability to create compelling content that captivated audiences. Perhaps one of his most notable business ventures was his partnership with SRO Vodka. Diddy's involvement with the brand transformed it from a relatively unknown entity into a powerhouse in the spirits industry. His marketing genius and ability to create a luxurious, aspirational image for SRO was pivotal in its success. This venture was a clear indication of Diddy's Midas touch when it came to branding and marketing. However, Charleston White's critique of Diddy's business ventures is pointed. He argues that while Diddy's success in various industries is undeniable, the narratives and images he promoted through these ventures often perpetuated stereotypes and harmful tropes within the black community. White suggests that Diddy's focus on luxury, excess, and materialism, while successful in a business sense, had broader cultural implications that were not always positive. Diddy's journey has been marked not only by remarkable success, but also by a series of controversies and legal issues that have added complex layers to his public persona. His life in the spotlight has been a blend of triumphs and trials, reflecting the tumultuous nature of fame. One of the most significant controversies in Diddy's career occurred in 1999 at Club New York, a night that would forever change his trajectory. Diddy, accompanied by then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, found himself embroiled in a shooting incident that led to his arrest on weapons and bribery charges. Although he was later acquitted, this event cast a shadow over his image and raised questions about the intersection of hip-hop culture and violence. This incident was a stark reminder of the thin line between the glamorous lifestyle often portrayed in hip-hop and its potential real-world consequences. In the realm of business, Diddy faced criticism for his dealings with artists under his label. One of the most vocal critics was Mase, a former bad boy artist, who publicly accused Diddy of exploitative business practices. Mase claimed that the contract he signed with Bad Boy was unfair and took advantage of his naivety as a young artist. This accusation opened up a broader conversation about the ethics of artist-label relationships in the music industry, with Diddy often portrayed as the epitome of the ruthless music executive. Charleston White's critique of Diddy extends to these controversies, suggesting that they are indicative of a broader pattern of behavior. White argues that Diddy's actions, both in his personal life and as a business mogul, reflect a disregard for the well-being of those around him and the community he comes from. This perspective paints a picture of Diddy as a figure who, in his pursuit of fame and wealth, may have sacrificed the very values that the hip-hop community holds dear. Moreover, Diddy's influence on black culture has been a double-edged sword. On one hand, he is celebrated for breaking barriers and achieving unprecedented success as a black entrepreneur in the entertainment industry. On the other hand, he is critiqued for perpetuating narratives that some believe are detrimental to the black community. The glorification of materialism, the normalization of violence, and the portrayal of women in his music and videos are often cited as examples of the negative impact of his influence. Interestingly, Diddy's response to these critiques has evolved over time. In recent years, he has taken on a more activist role, using his platform to advocate for social justice and black empowerment. His efforts to create opportunities for black entrepreneurs and his vocal support for various social causes suggest a shift in his approach to his legacy and impact. Charleston White's critique of Diddy brings to light the complex relationship between influential figures in the music industry and the narratives they promote. White argues that Diddy, through his music, business ventures, and public persona, has played a significant role in shaping perceptions within the black community, not always for the better. This chapter delves into the nuances of this critique, examining the impact of Diddy's influence on black culture and the music industry. White points out that Diddy's promotion of a lifestyle characterized by violence, excess, and materialism has had far-reaching consequences. He suggests that the narratives Diddy popularized through his music and videos have contributed to a culture that glorifies wealth and status at the expense of more positive values. This critique is not just about Diddy's personal choices, but about the broader impact of his influence on young people and the community at large. Moreover, White highlights the irony in Diddy's rise to fame. While Diddy has been celebrated for breaking barriers and achieving success as a black entrepreneur, he has also been accused of perpetuating stereotypes that are harmful to the black community. White argues that Diddy's focus on luxury and opulence, while successful in a business sense, has contributed to a skewed representation of black success and aspirations. The critique also extends to Diddy's interactions with other artists. White, echoing the sentiments of some artists who have worked with Diddy, accuses him of exploiting young, talented individuals in his pursuit of wealth. This accusation points to a larger issue in the music industry, where young artists are often vulnerable to unfair contracts and business practices. Charleston White's perspective on Diddy's legacy is a call to reevaluate the responsibility of cultural icons in shaping societal narratives. It challenges us to consider the impact of fame and influence on community values, and the importance of promoting narratives that uplift rather than undermine. As we reflect on Diddy's career, we are confronted with the complexities of his legacy and the dual nature of his impact on the music industry and black culture. Reflecting on Diddy's multifaceted career and the critiques of Charleston White, the final chapter of this narrative weaves together the threads of a complex legacy. Diddy, a figure who rose from humble beginnings to become a titan in the entertainment industry, leaves behind a legacy that is as celebrated as it is contested. His journey is a testament to the power of ambition and resilience, yet it also raises critical questions about the impact of influential figures on culture and community. As we look back on Diddy's career, we see a mosaic of success, controversy, and transformation. His evolution from a music mogul to a social activist indicates a shift in his understanding of his role and impact. This change, however, does not the need for a critical examination of the narratives he promoted and their long-term effects. In the end, Diddy's story is not just about the rise of an individual, but about the broader dynamics of fame, power, and cultural influence. It's a narrative that challenges us to consider the complexities of legacy and the responsibility that comes with a platform. As Charleston White's critique reminds us, the stories we tell and the images we project have the power to shape not just individual lives, but entire communities. That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.